You want stars? You swing that thing at me one more time, I'll give you stars. Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here, and we're taking a look at another new core class figure in the Legacy Evolution line. This is, of course, Nemesis Prime. And we'll get the elephant in the room out of the way and just inform you all that it is a straight-up repaint of the Legacy and Kingdom Core Class Optimus Prime figure. And no changes were really done except to give it a different accessory, as he's basically using an already existing area to hold the weapon. So they obviously had something like this in mind. It's just a little disappointing that we don't have that as an option for Optimus. But this will be a Nemesis Prime figure that'll be more readily available. The last Nemesis Prime that was available was this one in the Power of the Primes line from 2018. This figure of Nemesis Prime was only available from Amazon. And quite a number of those figures had some quality control issues. So thankfully, there have not been any of those with the new figure. So let's be grateful that Hasbro did indeed learn a lesson. At any rate, Nemesis Prime is an evil clone of Optimus Prime. It possesses all of his strength and intelligence. The only thing it is lacking is the humility that Optimus has, making this a very dangerous opponent for the Autobots. Now, as another interesting thing to drop to all of you on it, the origins of Nemesis Prime, the idea behind him, is going to be released this year. So, the progenitor that inspired the creation of Nemesis Prime is one of the upcoming toys. At the time that I film this, I do not have it because it's not really been released yet. But there will be a version of that figure coming, and you can expect that when we get it, we will be talking about it and its history and how it led to Nemesis Prime. At any rate here, let's take a look at Nemesis Prime's one accessory, and it is his axe. He has an Energon axe, and it is done up in blue. It's done up in blue plastic. Well, no, it's done up in black plastic, but it's painted in blue. It's done up as a nice color, although the model kit that I have of Nemesis Prime used a purple axe. But of course, it was also using a full-sized axe, not a simple Energon blade that appears out of the arm, so that's not really a fair comparison. Now, and if many of you are interested in that giant Nemesis Prime that we just looked at here, I am considering later this year doing a redo of that one's review. So something to look forward to, at least. I do have all of the guys that were like him, but I don't know if I'm going to review all of them at the same time or if I'm just going to cover some of them. I'm still debating about that, but I will welcome your thoughts in the comments below. Alright, let's take a look at Nemesis Prime and his articulation. And of course, let's make him look normal. Pop the other hand out. As you saw there, with the hand inside, that would be how you would attach the blade. But otherwise, you just put the hand back out there. And since he's basically a repaint of Prime, he'll have the same articulation. You know, head can turn from side to side. It's not mounted really on much of a ball joint, so it doesn't look up and down real well. The arm can be raised out to the side about so far. And he does swivel at the arm all the way around at the shoulder. You can bend his arm at the elbow 90 degrees. And he does have a swivel at the bicep. So he has G.I. Joe battle grip. He does not twist at the hip very well due to the way the parts are on his back. You can spread his legs apart into a full splits. He does have a basic thigh cut. It's not much, but at least it's there. You can raise his legs up at the hip 90 degrees, and you can bend him at the knee 90 degrees. So, he has all the articulation you would expect from a figure that's basically a repaint. Okay, to transform Nemesis Prime, he does the same thing as the core class Optimus. The first thing we're going to do is we fold the headpiece down and inside. Then we'll come down here to his hands, and we're going to fold the hands in. Then we come around here to his back. We're going to take this little piece, and we're going to fold it up, so it will go on top and cover his head. Now his upper body can be twisted around. You may have to move an arm out of the way. But you rotate it all the way around so it's at the back. And then you're going to press his legs together, like so. And then you're going to fold the entire section of the legs back, so you're even getting it detached from the body. So then once you've done that, we will fold up this section of front wheels. Fold that down and over, so that'll give him all of the wheels. Straighten his arms out a bit, and then bend them at the elbow, so that his arms are upwards like that. And then basically we fold them back at the shoulder, and then turn them at the elbow to bring them under and complete the look. May take a couple of tries to adjust it, but it is worth it in the end to get him in position. But of course, once they are in position, you'll see there that there's a couple of posts there on the tops of his legs, and they should fit into those two holes underneath his arms. And that'll help you secure the toy in this mode. Not a precise connection, because it does require a little bit of finagling. There we go, we got it. Didn't really take as much as I thought. Yeah, it's because it's not totally in, but anyway, that's good enough for us. Here he is in his truck mode. And of course, he does have a way to store the axe. You just slide it in back there like so. Unfortunately, it's not in a really good way because, well, he is holding it, but I think when I put him in storage, I'm going to put him back as the robot and let him hold the axe properly so it doesn't get separated from him. So now we get to my thoughts. Well, I kind of had a feeling Nemesis Prime was going to be coming. mean, after all, they did take the Core Class Megatron, and they redid him in Generation 2 colors. So it was kind of almost a gimme that Nemesis Prime was likely going to be in the near future. And while we've got him, I mean, it is nice to have him because this one's available at commercial retail, whereas the last one that we had was only available at Amazon. So you either had to be a member of Amazon, which I know a fair amount of the public is, or you had to buy him on the secondary market. But all in all, this one isn't bad, and I do like the idea of them making a lot of the figures in the core class size, because it does allow for many of the more popular figures and characters to be available at a reasonable price point. As many of these Transformer figures are prohibitively expensive, so it is nice to see that there is a way to get some of the more popular characters and at an affordable price. Their looks could always stand to be improved upon, but for adult collectors, especially if you have the Ark that came out in the Kingdom line, or the upcoming Nemesis that will be coming out in the Legacy Evolution line, these core class figures give us a nice way to display them alongside their well-known ships that brought them to Earth. And that's my review of the Legacy Evolution version of Nemesis Prime. I hope you all enjoyed it. And please do remember that if you like the content we feature on this channel, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Sparkster1701 saying I will catch you all later.